So before talking about the unit circle definition of the trigonometric functions, we first need to talk about the standard way to orient an angle in the xy plane. So let's say I have an angle theta. Let's say I have an angle theta that's greater than 90 degrees. Let's say theta is equal to 120 degrees. 120 degrees. So theta, I could draw theta multiple ways if I were just in space here. Let's say I could draw it like this, and that's 120 degrees. Or I could draw it, I could orient it like this. I could orient it the opposite of this. I could orient it like this. And so in order to keep everybody on the same page, mathematicians have said, hey, when you're drawing an angle in the xy plane, so let's draw the xy plane here. You're drawing an angle in the xy plane. They said, hey, just make one of the legs of that angle flush with the positive x-axis. So I'm going to make one of the legs of this angle flush with the positive x-axis. And the other leg just goes where it goes, depending on what the angle is. So if it was 120 degrees, then the other leg would just go here. You can think of this as you're a bug that's starting in the positive x-axis, and then you're walking along a circle until you walk 120 degrees around the circle. You can think of it like that. And then wherever you stop, you draw a ray from the origin. You draw a ray from the origin through the point where you stopped. And that's the other leg of this angle, theta, that's equal to 120 degrees in this case. So that's the standard way to orient an angle in the xy plane. And in my opinion, unless you're told otherwise, I encourage you, and I actually strongly recommend that you draw angles this way in the xy plane.